You know, like,
But Old But Gold, I think this is a Pavaga had a read there to pick Doom because it's clearly made Old But Gold reconsider this next pick. They're burning a lot of reserve time.
all right, they go for the Kunkka.
Okay.
That's one way to sustain through the Doom and the damage that comes. I mean, that's the thing. Like, look at Pavaga right now. With the Luna plus the Doom, if the boat buff connects with your target, they're probably just going to live. Never underestimate how much damage is reduced by that boat.
Yeah, the rum buff is we all, it's been said on like every panel where a Kunkka gets picked now, so the point feels a little tired. But yeah, people say, oh, well, he hit maybe one support with the boat. Oh, that was not a great boat. No, if it went through 4 heroes on your team, that can potentially win you a fight.
Absolutely. Especially considering the average time of a fight is around that number anyway. At least the deciding moment.
Exactly. It's gotten more value as these fights have gotten longer and more drawn out, and any sustain, anything that can keep all of your heroes alive that much farther into a fight has gained in value.
Now, do we see another Illidan ban? That's the real question. That's the only one that matters right now. What's left that we can get rid of? We said the Razor. What other Illidan specials? I mean, the Drow was the other one. Those are the two that come to mind so easily.
Yeah, Chaos Knight's definitely an Illidan special, although I think that hero is pretty bad now. Yeah, they do have a Drow pick in the fairly recent past. They played it in opens.
Possibly. I'm not sure how great it's going to be against this lineup, though. Decent amount of lockdown.
No, I don't. I mean, I think the Drow Luna synergy is cute, right? But
no, I mean Old But Gold, like Illidan specials, not Pavaga.
Oh, okay.
Nah, they're not allowed to.
I had the team switch.
Okay, yeah. Plus, you instantly think Luna plus Drow for the old Drow, right? Like, oh yeah, more stat gains.
Yes,
but no, not that way anymore.
You're looking at the Illidan hero, and you did say that from the beginning. And
I mean, they got rid of the TB, which is just a safe shout, really.
Yep.
Especially against the Luna, because of course, if you use Reflection, there is that Luna Blessing benefiting your team, which is always a scary thought. Not to mention the Frisbee's just bouncing around, so even if your Luna gets fat, it gets used against you.
I guess you could turn around and pick something like a safe lane Medusa. Illidan played that quite a bit back in the day.
That is very true. Oh wait, no, it's banned first phase. They got rid of it.
Oh, they got rid of themselves.
I told you they've been working handicaps. They're trying to help Pavaga out here. They banned the Medusa. They banned the Juggernaut.
Well, I want to see more Dota. I'm not going to complain. I mean, I guess you could PA by default.
I don't know if I like PA right now though.
There's
the Razor.
Yeah. I deliberately avoided mentioning that hero because I just think.
I mean, it was still there, like I said. It's the only real thing left.
Yeah.
See, most people would sit here and try and assess a draft based on what counts what. I sit here and I go, is Illidan in the game? Yes, he is. What heroes do Illidan like? Well, there's a Razor left. So now you need to counter this on your mid.
Come on, pick something cool. They've shown at the ePulse event last month. They've shown an Ember and a PL.
I don't like Ember against Razor.
No. PL, I think.
But you shouldn't be against the Razor anyway. There's the
Oh, come on. I wanted to see something different. All right, fine.
I mean, let's be honest. They're not sure. They're like, is this Kunkka or Razor? It's probably Kunkka, but just to be safe. The good news for Kunkka, though, is you don't really need mana if all you're going to do is Tidebringer.
I also think this Pavaga draft is like so much better than we saw in the previous game. I mean, I think they had a win condition in the previous game, but I think this draft is just a lot more straightforward.
Sure, it's got a huge power spike as well with the Luna and the OD. When they stack up for a 5-man fight, you got to keep in mind Eclipse's damage. Screw the nerfs, all right? This is going to be like old Eclipse still.
Yeah, it's still, though, you do worry a little bit about... Old But Gold is tanky. They've really got... This is a beefy lineup. And Pavaga is not really designed for these sustained fights.
It's true. At the same time, you're going to basically be going into these fights with probably no mana due to those Sanity Eclipses. So I think it's a bigger deal for Pavaga to play around choke points than it is for All But Gold. But both have reasons to do so. That's the thing. Like, you've got an ET and a Kunkka on one side, but then you've got a Shaman plus an OD on the other. Not to mention the Undying.
The way I look at it, I kind of always think of it as the Bulba calculus, right? And it's become more and more relevant as these sustain items have gotten more and more powerful. You ask yourself, if both sides get all their spells off, who wins the fight? And the way I think about it is, suppose Old But Gold get a decent boat on one or two heroes, they get rum on three or four of theirs, and with that rum you sustain through the burst damage from the Eclipse and from the Eclipses, both of them. And then what does Pavaga really have left? They've got a Doom, but there's no necessarily one huge Doom target.
Yeah, and at the same time, like, you're not even equating in the simple things that the Elder of the Titan can do, right? With the auras that he gives, the natural order in this type of game. Like, this Luna is going to feel like paper. That's
what I'm saying. Is I think that they're in, because so much more of the stuff that they have is shorter cooldown, is sustained damage throughout the fight. I feel like that's a big edge to Old But Gold the more I look at this draft.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, uptimes are important here. You talk about the OD and you're talking Sanity Eclipse 160-second cooldown. You talk about the Luna. That's another big one at 140. Not to mention Doom. Like, everything that they're relying on is huge cooldowns. Charmed included. Whereas the biggest cooldown for the side of Old But Gold is, 100 seconds for the Earth Splitter? Which, that's...
I do love the pigs, by the way.
Yeah, you love the pig? The pig is pretty nice. What about little dragons?
I could watch Pikachu do this all day. I mean, screw talking about lanes, right? You got piggies.
It's got to be a minigame around this soon. Come on.
This is magnificent.
This is the acceptable form of pig abuse. The only.
But it is because, they look so happy.
Yeah, until that happens.
Oh, well, okay, till that. All right. Scratch that.
They look so happy the way they explode. Just reminds me of Hogs of War.
Pete is triggered. All right. I got it.
Okay, so here's my problem, right? Is these kind of items, you do realize what they do, right? They hide techies' minds.
I was gonna say they potentially add more clutter to an already insane fight where we have particles galore.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go for the filthy piece that actually interacts with the game, though. I like that from Vanskour, by the way. He just scouted out mid to see if the block was occurring. We don't ever see people do this.
That's really smart, yeah. Particularly with what we've seen in some of the games today, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the mistakes that were occurring. Whoops, I missed the block on my creep wave. Oh, it doesn't matter. He blocked.
So this is the... Okay, I mean... J4 making the adjustment to play the Undying dual mid.
Well, then again, you're forcing a Bane here as well. That's the thing.
Yeah. I don't think that works against Kunkka Bane.
I mean, you reduce his damage.
I don't think OD is happy. I don't think OD is happy with this.
Of course not. You're up against a tie-brewing Kunkka who has a Quelling Blade as well. You're not really going to get the value you're looking for. Especially if you keep missing uphill. Good old deny mechanics with Tiebringer. Always a fun way to play the lane. Okay, looks like J4 and Vanskour are on a prom date. They're going to take it away to the jungle.
And a little offensive tipping there. No big deal.
They might try and pummel into Cheshire Cat here. Static Link comes out.
Yeah,
they get the body blocks. Yeah, they can't get in range for the body blocks. They'll just force him away. In the meantime, they're just going to leave BZZ to his own devices. This is the thing as well. When you look at this, I feel like All But Gold can afford to flex their lanes and leave heroes solo a lot more than Pavaga can.
Absolutely agreed. Oh, OD eats the edge of that torrent, and Pikachu's struggling a bit in this lane.
It's a good thing it was that close to his tower as well, because this is the other thing you have to keep in mind when you're talking about Kunkka, is if he does hit that torrent, he's going to walk over heat 2-3 times, and suddenly you can't trade effectively as a ranged hero. BZZ. Taking a lot of damage, but he's almost got level 3. I think once he's got level 3, you can't really threaten him anymore because the Luna takes too much damage from the Iron Shells. They're going to try before he reaches that, though.
Yeah, they're going to put a good deal of harassing down here. And
oh,
I don't know,
boy.
he doesn't know about J4 now.
Yeah, but it's too far. They couldn't connect the shackles in time. Nicely done to just skirt the vision. Although, if he comes out too soon. There's a TP coming down from ET right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, they got him.
Needs to be quick. Yep, Shackle's going to be there. And, well, this Elder Titan, he didn't want to have to level in the stomp. He, in fact, held the point.
And they give the first blood to the Luna.
By the way,
have
you ever flown ET Express?
What?
ET Express. It's the cross-map Astral Spirit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. A little slow on the uptake there.
It's just pursuing across the map. I mean, he got a lot of damage, actually. He's 160. Look at this. They're forced to shackle onto him. They need to turn around and kill him right now. Can they do it? He's got the sticks. Yep. They'll get through him with the nuke damage. Tips obligatory. That was what I was waiting for. Sadly, like, you're connecting on a lane with a hero who can't save you if you get shackled.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, advantage Pavaga in this. Cheshire Cat is sort of running around this lane.
I mean, he's not getting much in the way of farm.
He's not, but he's been able to stay up and get XP from the waves. You know, he's not, other than his farm being arrested, he hasn't felt the pressure nearly as badly as he could have.
Yeah, he's attracted a lot of attention. And this is the important part. He just drags that attention there, allows the Luna to get a good start to the game. And Pikachu, looking a lot better now as well, up to 16 CS.
Yeah, he really caught up.
Kunkka, of course, is still king of the pack, but you kind of expect that. The hero just naturally is good at denying you gold. Alright, there we go. Firecracker distractions.
Man, double damage Shaman hurt. And he's going to rotate into the mid lane here. He could get a kill onto
Astral.
this.
Gee, he's actually the one going aggressive here. Needs to be careful. The Torrent drawback. Can't move away. The Nightmare's going to be there. Pulled off. There's the Shackles. Bane. Nothing really to protect him right now. But they have got the shock and cooldown. It should be enough, though.
Nice.
Pikachu did join in.
Yeah, that DD gave him just enough to convert that kill.
Right. Like, Velio is trying for a lot of cute plays in all the wrong places. He's way too committed to keep coming bot like this. It's not going to work. J4, chasing on to him. Shackles are available, though. They just want the runes. There is Shackles finally going to come out. BCC with the Iron Shell. Luna is arriving, though. ET trying to move away quick enough, but he can't. The shock brings him down. This Luna Blessing is just making sure any attempt fails. Meanwhile, on the top, Illidan's the one being ran down here. Cheshire Cat can force him out of lane, maybe even kill him off. Yeah, he can just dive the tower. Died to the Scorched Earth. Slowly but surely, it's about to run out.
There's the passive. There's the passive.
They're going to turn around. Fancel's coming across. Nightmare's going to be there. He says, all right, Illidan. He wronged you, and now you shall have your vengeance. Cheshire Cat does fall. I think he forgot how long Scorched Earth went on for. I mean, in fairness, you know, duration goes up.
You needed like one more tick, but...
Good thing Illidan did use that final tango on that tree, or he would be donezo right now. The thing I see that's good for G here is because you're on the Radiant side, you have this easily accessible camp to get a bit of extra gold, but you're still talking about a situation where Pikachu is ahead on CS without that favorable variable.
Yeah, Pikachu's ahead on CS after an initial laning situation that I was not at all sure that he was going to be happy with.
And Pikachu turns around and stands Eclipse. They bait them in. Velio down. Fans score the missed chance to save his life, but Kunkka won't be so lucky. It looked like...
That is why you skill Eclipse at level 6. Good man.
I mean, it looked like an easy, clean kill for them, right? But the rotation coming in, the Silence Eclipse just making sure there was no follow-up spells.
I mean, I get so triggered by these ODs who just immediately put off level 1 Eclipse until like level 10. I mean, the damage multiplier, yeah, it got nerfed, but it, 8 against certain heroes like a Kunkka is still a lot of damage potential.
I mean, even before that nerf, there was a lot of players who just wouldn't level into it. They just wanted to try and maximize their farming. So you can understand.
I think it was just sort of being stuck in the old way to play OD.
BCC. Little sidestep here. He doesn't have a TP, though. Hold your breath. Don't make a sound. Because LOL is hunting. And he's going to find him. BZZ.
Yeah, he's done a lot of that this game, man. He has made a lot of stuff happen on this Shadow Shaman.
Well,
he's also KS'd a lot, but it's okay.
That's what you do with a Shaman. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a little bit of a fight going on. X on the Pikachu. Going to drag him back for the bow. He tanks it with his face. Torrent follow up as well. The staple gun run. And Velio turns around to hit creep instead. What the hell? I mean, you might have had it, actually. With the Tidebringer available, if Velio had just hit the OD again instead of hitting the creep. Very weird movement there by the Elder Titan. But valid shrine usage for the side of Pavaga. What's Illidan going to build towards? Illidan has... Alright, Illidan has his drums now. So this is the thing that we don't quite like to see, but at the same time, it's a Razor, so what else do you build?
I mean, this LOL Shadow Shaman in on all 7 kills with 4 kills himself at 8 minutes as, well, gee, we've gotten used to that sight after last game.
Now, J4, he was just tanking the gang. They were actually setting up in the trees. They knew about him because they had that ward. That might become obvious. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Shackle's going to be there. Torrent does disrupt it, though. A nightmare to make sure Pikachu can't do anything. And it's a good time to start doing that, considering Santa's Eclipse is available in 20 seconds. And he'll look to make a play again. Maybe they learned this time. Maybe they just went, okay, possibly we don't throw 3 heroes on top of an OD anymore.
That would be a very good idea.
Speaking of him, he just went top. They're on the hunt. Velio is here as well, though. The Astral onto him. Yeah, but static link. Oh, no. Careful. That static link, it just completely fluffed. They got no damage out of it. Velio going to be left behind. In the meantime, Darkseid dying in the bot lane again. That was unfortunate. He was at max range when he tethered on. If he actually done that, maybe he can turn around and find a kill.
I don't know about that move, though. I mean, Doom's up.
So they're just going to farm in the meantime. This is the good news about an Elder Titan pick. It does give you a lot of this.
For sure.
Sadly, now the ET doesn't have a lot of the right clicky. No more big staple gun. Smoke movement coming out. I like that they're making plays off the back of the Kunkka. Like, this is the hero to make stuff happen for your team right now. There is a concern, though, that while he's doing that, it's a Razor farming.
Wow. Yeah, it's a Razor farming.
Lanthimos. They're trying to move forward for him, but the shackles come out. Lol says, I give my life for my core. And he will have to do exactly that. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they're diving, looking on the Razor. They couldn't get the Doom off, though. Didn't have the mana. Oh, Lanthimos. Oh, no. Abort. He needs to escape. G knows. Eclipse has been charged up. Going to turn around Novelio, trying for the play, but he's in full retreat. He couldn't do it, and an Astral will give vision. They move forward. This Spirit keeps all eyes on the Luna. Torrent will be on the spot. Oh, they need a boat right now if they want to do something. Pikachu has arrived. Maybe a little bit too late. The Hex controlling the BZZ. They'll lock down and stun in place the Luna. But trapped in the tree line with 4 heroes here to party. Darkseer will go down.
Yeah, nice response there. Dire Heroes were able to get there just in time.
They can't afford to be given over the Luna. She is the win condition for this team. Meanwhile, the win condition for these guys on the Radiant side, it is this Razor, who is top of net worth right now, but it doesn't feel right to say it raises your win condition. Right, exactly.
That when you sort of stack up a Razor against a Luna and an OD, I mean, I believe in this Kunkka making plays, for sure. But I don't feel the same kind of impact is going to be coming out with the item timings on the course of the Golden. Well, okay.
Oh, Vanscore shoe his head mid and it got cut right off. G is wasting time pursuing that. You're never going to get close enough. This is the Tranks build OD. I don't think any hero has benefited as much as OD did from this change.
You may be right about that, actually. I think that's accurate.
He's insane, though. Like,
man.
Oh, bot. They're going in.
Wards down bottom
boat and ward. Can they get the kill? Fanscore's going to go down. J4 going to be chased onto in return. They'll move away from those wards, but those wards will be able to clean up the tower. Doom does come out. But Darkseer, is he baiting here or is he dying? That's the real question. It looks like the Frisbees are being thrown, but they can't pursue. G, still hunting. He's been cut off from his team, though. He has no escape plan. He's going to go down.
What are you doing, dude?
He's going on an adventure of self-discovery and death.
Okay.
But don't worry, your Razor was split pushing the whole time.
Oh, wow. Well, that's effective.
You know, I'm pretty sure if you're G right now, you say, I swear to God, Illidan, I hope that Blade of Alacrity is to build into an Axe. Because otherwise, what the hell are you doing? Well, he's trying to TP away, but they know. No, his own ultimate betrays him.
Oh, my goodness.
Eye of the Storm might see people through the fog, but once he gets Cheshire Cat, he's going to go down. Illidan,
wow.
no, he's standing his ground. He's going to get 2. Going to get 3. No,
oh my God.
He can't get it. Just enough mana. Look at that as well. LOL only just got the mana for the Ether Shock.
Holy crap. I mean, Raindrop. Wow. Yeah. There's a Illidan Storm Rage. Razor. There you go. What the hell?
Well, it looked like a cut and dry deal, right? You thought, okay, they've got to die here. But minus Arbor adds up.
It really does. It really does. And you said that the ultimate betrayed him, but they're also eating hits from that.
Yeah, that was why the Shaman backed up. He was actually scared of getting hit by that. He didn't want to die. And in the end, because he didn't commit the extra right clicks, they had no damage.
Well, and it causes the Eye of the Storm Strikes to be split among a lower floor heroes.
Stunned up, 2 stunned up. Illidan is arriving as well. G wants to fight against this. The static link comes out, but they're scared. They'll back up. Only 21 damage done. This isn't the hard-hitting Illidan we just saw in the top lane. Oh, no. X on the J4. Just going to frustrate him a bit. Stomp's going to lock him in the spot. They're just going to give him a little bit of a buff. Luna arriving. BCC, a little bit too aggressive. Wall does go down, but he's hexed up. He's going to fall. And that is an overly aggressive play coming out from the Darkseer.
Yeah. Boy, I mean, Old But Gold just are not... They are not looking like the same team that were able to put away the last game.
Well, except for Illidan.
Well, yeah, sure. But, again, it's not a Radiance lifesteal.
Oh, they're going on Cheshire Cat. They've got the Earth Splitter out. He's down to half HP. The Stomp will lock him in place. Can they do enough damage? Because Pikachu is just running amok. He drops the Astral. On the 2. Going to get the low and finish him off. Both supports dead. Chaser forward. The Doom was used on the Kunkka. And G running for his life, but it's too little, too late. Best thing he could hope for is a deny on the creeps, but I don't think he's going to find out all the big creeps are gone. He walks into the camp just to realize there's only a tiny hellbear here. That was their move to make. That was the... Like, we see this so often at the moment. It's like a Timbersaw logic, right? We need to kill the Doom. We can't kill the Doom. He's too tanky. We commit everything on the Doom. He doesn't die. We die. Rinse, repeat.
You see that happen in a lot of Dota games. Target prioritization is everything in play at this level. You know, poor Vanscore. Vanscore got level 6 off of the ward right there. Nice.
It's about time. Now he has the Fiend's Grip. Maybe they can make a play. But who do you go after? Well, actually, they're going after Doom.
Same problem is that you're seeing the Doom, but...
All right, yeah, but this time it's fine because it's Illidan.
To get through.
He decides not to commit, interestingly enough. I think you could have easily dove that. I don't think the TP response would have been good enough, but they weren't sure. They're being be sure someone's wrong in the bot lane. No, G gets caught out. Belial a little bit too late with the Stomp to assist. And meanwhile in the jungle, J4 is just scouting out any attempt by Vanscore to rotate. Oh, Illidan?
And look at Illidan. He's going to chase down. He's going to chase him here.
He's going for Cheshire Cat. Can he get him? The clap's going to come out. No plasma field for 2 more seconds. Trying to cut this out, but no reinforcements are coming over to help him. He might have actually survived. Illidan needs to finish off. Cheshire Cat turns around for the stun and does go down to the passive. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, it buys enough time to dive and kill Felior before they even take this tier 2. This is the Illidan show. Screw everyone else who gets ran over by the bus of Pavaga that's plowing down your bot lane.
Hey, I mean, if he thinks he can do enough on the Razor to save this game, I would love to see it. I will be very, very impressed. And he already almost proved me wrong in that top lane. That was some shit.
It is pretty spooky. TP rotation's coming in right now, though. They're going to move across. And actually, they're going on a target. Fiend's Grip onto the Undying to get him low enough to kill him off. And Illidan needs to back away right now. Getting the trees, look for the TP away. Says, I don't know you, Vanscore.
Doom is going to be up in 2.
They don't need it. They will just get the kill. There's a TP out. Illidan knew what was up.
Yeah, very smart.
So far, despite all the leaks in this ship from the side of Old But Gold, this man is He's ferrying the storm. He's refusing to give up. He does almost have that Sanj. Oh, wait, no, he's going for BKB. What am I talking about? I mean, yeah, I think the only thing he's worried about right now is the OD, right?
I mean...
Doom's pretty worrying, but if you get a static link out, who cares? Just run at people, right?
Yeah, but you need to... You're not... Like, I just look at this game and ask, how are you going to win this game as a Razor? Because apart from you, who is on top of the net worth boards, the rest of your team's farm sucks. And I have a hard time seeing how you are possibly going to be able to do enough in fights as a Razor to win this game alone. At
the same time, he needs to go for that Axe, right? He needs to be a pushing power. There's so much that Illidan has to do.
There's like 4 or 5 items that you need.
Cheshire Cat. They did actually see him. They scouted him out with the unstable current. And while that's happening, G?
Yeah.
Just trying to farm his own jungle. Won't be allowed to do so. So many wards down from Pavaga. Razor's pretty far forward. They're actually just dodging each other.
I just feel like if Illidan dies once here, we're just in very, very uninteresting territory as far as this game goes.
Very deep war. Velior, uh-oh. His death count's about to get deeper.
There we go.
As if it wasn't bad enough. 0-7-2 on this ET. He's not having a fun game. When you're dying more than Van score, you know something's happened.
Ouch.
What? He's a sacrificial support. It's not a bad thing. Boat coming in with a torrent on the 2. Tidebringer gets them low, but not low enough. And Shaman's so damn tanky with that bracer. Yeah,
and meanwhile, the rest of the team is just happily in the pit, hitting on Roche.
Meanwhile,
Razor's trying to push up top, but...
he's not fast.
I mean, what's he going to do? He doesn't have Ags.
Oh, wall goes down. BCZ interrupting them. Gonna use the vacuum to bring him across. Pikachu hunting, though. Razor on his way back, trying to assist with this. Cheshire Cat forced out of the pit. He's going to chase forward, and Razor has arrived. Pikachu will try and back away, gets split by the plasma field. Moving in with a static link, forced off to break it. They use the Ice Storm as well. He can actually try and hunt it. It's only 35 damage with the Ice Storm active. This will add up quickly.
It's just so bad, though. He has very, very little damage.
They're reluctant to go in. They got boat in 15 seconds. The good news is Pavaga could not commit to this. The wards will not do the work. In fact, they told them to stop attacking.
Exactly.
Oh no, that's good for Old Bagoldo. Like, the boat's going to be up for the next fight.
It absolutely is. Now, the minute OD breaks Link there with only 35 damage, you know, Razor is just not going to have the damage to win that fight.
So, Illidan, what is up next? With the BKB online, does he try and go for the Sands? Does he tank up? Or does he go for the Ags? I mean, Ags is great for the buildings. I don't feel like you lose too much aggressive value onto heroes by going for it.
I'm so of two minds about this because I kind of do. I just think you need damage. You need to be able to win fights.
I think you need to live. Torrent coming in, won't connect. BKB turn around. Illidan now ready to fight. They don't actually move away quick enough. Pikachu gonna get low. The TP, is it quick enough? Yes, it is, because they X'd a different target. No! Gee, he had the X ready, maxed out, and he went for the Shaman instead.
Ouch.
Very unfortunate. Illidan did survive, though. That was the big BKB use. And I think OD just had 1 or 2 seconds left for the use of the Science Eclipse. So unable to get the kill there. Miraculously, this tier 1 is still standing for Pavaga. Oh, Nightmare. That was a 4-star forward. Pikachu waiting the aggressive move. The Stomp's going to be there. They've got the Fiend Script to use if they want to as well, and they will. Doom comes out on the G, trying to move away. Oh, Splitter does get Pikachu low, but he's still alive. Solrik gets him up. He turns around. Van score, and G just deleted. The Sanity's Eclipse rips him in 2. Velior running for the high hills, but the zombies see everything. Oh, Illidan. I felt like... I get why he didn't want to commit too heavily without the BKB, but if he just goes in for that OD kill, the buyback coming out from Kuka now, they wanted to interrupt this Roche. The wards have been placed as well. Stomp will give them nap time. Astral comes out, boat following in with a torrent on the 2. We'll do a lot of the vacuum, try to drag him more in, but the 4-star away, Planamos trying to keep him alive. They're going to chase forward on the Cheshire Cat, the easy kill for them to find. X draws him back, and they'll turn around to get rid of Shaman as well. Stomp does connect on another one. J4's been found. Not the ideal target right now, but they'll go for it anyway. They'll melt straight from Pikachu. No, he hangs around too long.
What are you doing?
Illidan gets a double kill. The turnaround for a double kill with G, and that's going to be Roach secured.
I'll be damned. I mean, they needed everything to break perfectly, but when you get the good Kunkka combo, yeah, the damage all of a sudden is there.
And that's going to be an Aegis for the most scary man in the game right now.
I'll be damned. Man, if Illidan wins this as Razor, it's actually so impressive.
10 different kinds of PogChamp at that stage. Sanj has been picked up by him as well, so he's going for the tanky build. Ping's coming out about Plantimos.
Yeah, I think you have to just maximize your presence in fights. I think you need that. You need that extra bit of damage and chase potential with the status resistance.
I always find it weird when you see this kind of heroes like what G's on with the Kunkka, and they know they're hunting for something that's probably going to TP away, but they don't just go for the blind torrent play. Like, you have a follow-up anyway with the X. If they caught the Luna there, that would have been huge. If you at least force a BKB charge, still huge.
I think that's right.
I think it's kind of... Actually, the best way to think of it is it's kind of an overtune, right? We went from these very unsafe plays that aren't great rewards to, I need to make sure I'm definitely hitting every spell. If I'm not 100% sure where that person is, I shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, it's true. You have to be able to find that middle ground. It's just risk reward. Dota is all about it. Now, meanwhile, Palantimos is on the road to his butterfly. Now, he's kept up level-wise pretty well.
Decently when it comes to net worth as well. Of course, Illidan keeping a stable lead here.
Where do we go after this? I mean, he's got 1,400 gold on top of this S and Y. We can start thinking about next item here.
Satanic. Tanks you up. Status resistance.
Yeah, I mean, that's the meta build. If you're going to go S and Y.
Problem is you're against the Doom as well. It's the only other thought. You would force them to Doom you, and then that would free up your Kunkka to do things in fights. So it's not the worst thing.
What's he gonna do? I mean, I guess he's catching up a little bit in farm.
I mean, it's the boat play, right?
He feels compelled to build defensively. Like, his next item is BKB. He's not gonna have that damage threat for a long time.
I think the biggest frustration I'm seeing about All But Gold's lineup is no one is building a Vlad's. There's no intention.
Yeah.
You think about how often Illidan almost dies and then has to stop going deeper because of that. If he has that lifesteal to work with, it's huge.
Well, Smoke. Your Darkseer's... Well, wait a minute.
Pavaga.
No, Darkseer's survived.
No, Darkseer's not going for it. Pavaga smoked up. They're on the move. Pikachu TPing back to base because Razor's getting aggressive. They're going to try and backstab him, but it's going to be spotted out. Fanscore sees him. Nightmare comes down to one. BKB activated. Palantimos moving into the Eclipse.
Oh.
Pikachu arrives. And Velior, he'll fall. On the other side, Illidan chasing down. Will find a kill on the Shaman. With the BKB active, he needs to get out of dodge. BKB runs out. Cheshire Cat chasing here. He doesn't want to commit the Doom. He's too fast. They can keep on chasing, but they need to be careful of the turnaround opportunity because Cheshire Cat has no armor to work with. Reinforcements are here, so they'll back off. In time for runes as well. Illidan says, I want those. Even gets them. In fact, that's going to be all the runes going the way of All But Gold. And now look at the net worth. Look at the swing in this game.
That's a swing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And all of a sudden, Kunkka is slowly but surely making some progress here. He's going to have that BKB.
I mean, you say slowly. He's about to surpass the OD. And in fairness, these two heroes both get great value out of their gold at this stage in the game. Except BKB picked up. Pikachu has got the gold for his as well. Problem is, who gets more value?
I still feel like... I agree that this is an appreciable power spike for Old But Gold, but I still feel like they need to have that spell combo go off at the beginning of the fight from Kunkka really well, or they still have damage issues.
Yeah. I honestly, I desperately want to see the Vlads over the BKB for Velior, but I get where it's coming from. We've seen ETs with BKBs and what they can do. Just the zoning out effect alone.
Well, doesn't Darkseer has a Vlad, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, my bad. Did I miss that the whole time? Okay. I clicked on him quickly.
Yeah. I was so confused. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's because I quickly scanned on him in the last fight, and I didn't quite glimpse it, because I saw one green, and I was like, pipe.
He was so poor for so long.
He was.
I agree. I was looking at him going, oh, man. They're going to need... Because they need utility items with this lineup. That's just so crucial.
And I always expected Velo to be the one grabbing it, but instead, this has freed him up to go for that BKB. Like we said, we saw it in the previous game. early today and how huge it was because you just can't touch ETs. Stat gains are so damn good at 3 strength per level.
Yep.
They almost get that tier 3 tower as well. So, despite how this game looked, Pavaga now the ones very much on the back foot.
Well, and I mean, Illidan's sitting on, 4,500 gold now.
Oh, is he going for the... He's going on Orb. Is he going for the Skadi next? It's either Skadi or Hex, right? Like, Hex wouldn't be bad against the OD, but I prefer Skadi here, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you can go Hex because, again, you really...
You put more emphasis on you being doomed.
Well, you have to be mindful of your role as a damage dealer.
Oh yeah, no, I agree, but it's also
hey, the smoke hit, the scan hit.
Oh,
they know exactly.
They're
what
on the high ground. J4, he goes in first, gonna go down. The BKB activated from Illidan. Is that all they're gonna get? If so, Pavaga have to accept that.
Yeah, that's a really good outcome for Pavaga. That was a serious danger time in that fight.
They're actually hunting. They know they have the numerical advantage now. They don't care, even with the BKB on cooldown.
Pikachu
a little bit far forward. Hex comes out. There's the wards as well. Shackle onto Kunkka. The Doom thrown out, but the Fiend's grip on OD means he can't get involved. They activate his Shrine, trying to keep G alive. He will try and run away. The Eclipse run and Plantamoss chase him, but it's maybe a little bit too late. Kunkka tanky. Will he live? It's going to be close, but maybe no cigar. Oh, he's going to live. He's going to live. He's going to stay alive. The Hex comes out, though. Bane will die. But that is a lot committed from the side of Pavaga, and little gained.
Yeah, it was super risky, too. I mean, they really had... That Fiend's grip was going to happen, and Pikachu had to know it. So he was going to be out of that fight for a lot of the time.
And they were just too focused on the Kunkka.
Sanities, but...
Well, that's the thing. They were so focused on the Kunkka, they forgot about the Fiend's grip altogether.
Oh, it's a Lincoln's on Illidan. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
Come on. We should have talked about that. That's pretty bad.
Like, that, so... I was kind of okay with this if he goes for, like, a Satanic, but in this scenario, yeah, this is overly defensive. This is the bad sign, folks. When you have to go for a BKB and a Lincoln's on a carry, you feel very invalidated. Like, don't get me wrong, if there's any hero that could do it, it's probably Razor due to the fact that most of his damage is coming from stolen stacks off one of the other heroes, right? With the static link. But this is still painful to have to do. I can at least appreciate why he's doing it. Like, it's not just that as well, right? Shackles. Anything that could catch you before you can BKB. You said it before yourself. If he dies once, you feel like this game could turn on them in an instant.
Yeah, that's my problem, is that they're so... Old Gold are so reliant on Illidan's momentum.
If nothing else, the man knows how to farm. Keep it going. Up to 250 CS
net worth at 30 minutes on a Razor. That ain't bad.
Yeah, Luna does have more CS, but, well, Illidan definitely has more kill participation. Actually, it looks like both teams are just going to calm down and wait for Roche. It might be up in 30 seconds. This would be a good time for Luna to fight as well. She does have the BKB. She does have the Butterfly. By the way, also heading towards the Lincolns.
I still, as Pavaga, I understand what they're trying to set up here. I still am always a little bit scared about fighting against an ET team in the Roche pit.
It can be pretty spooky.
Kunkka is like, you put your team in the pit and you can just get
plus the wall,
5-man deleted.
Plus the wall when you have a Luna. That's the other thing. Nightmare comes out in J4. Hex is going to be there. Doom thrown out as well. They're going to lock him in. They're trying to get rid of the Razor quick enough. Will he get away? He's pretty fast. Sans Eclipse is enough to bring him down. The BKB activate, chasing for more. BZZ will also go down. They find 2 pickoffs. They'll find a third as Vanscore hangs around with the Fiend's grip. And actually, the Illusions, they will find a kill and return onto the Shaman. Big fight for the side of Pavaga. Now they need to convert it into something. Roche is not up for a minute and a half. They're going to check the pit and realize it and head straight for the tier 2.
Absolutely. Let's get those towers.
Where was G in that? I felt like he was nowhere near the fight as well when that kicked off. Because there was no boat. There was no chance.
No, there was nothing.
Problematic. He's heading towards the Harbor next. He needs to, once he has that, he has to be on the front line with Illidan all times. They're hesitant to push.
The weird thing to me, right, is, I mean, you look at Razor, right? BKB drums, Lincolns. You look at Kunkka, BKB armlet, halberd. You look at Darkseer. There are all these pipe lads.
You look at
there
top
are
lane.
all these utility items. Where's the damage going to come from?
They're just trying to survive the initial burst. And they'll survive this time in top. Pikachu was getting very aggressive there. They're looking for a pickoff. You can see what they've done, right? They've taken that fight, and then they've failed to connect it to any objective.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at Razor. Look at this TP. This is super aggressive. BKB activate. They're going to do the Hexes on a bait, and he'll go down. The boat coming in the vacuum. No! Gets him on the high ground. The BKB activate, but Illidan, he's ready to fight. This is his zone. Eclipse does get activated. BZZ getting low will fall. Illidan astraled up. He got baited in himself. He barely got any damage to Static Link. Torrent does connect on the one. He needs to run. He can move away. They even disarm him. Oh, Splitter's going to go out. Cheshire Cat blinks forward, though. Gets pretty aggressive and dodges out the Splitter. They might finally get the tower, but that was incredibly worrying for Pavaga. In fact, one of them is still standing there on the high ground.
Luna,
Wait, did she just... What?
Sure.
Did she didn't finish the tower?
She left the tower on 20 HP.
All right, Illinois will take that one. They finally get Shaman off the high ground in the meantime. They might push for the tier 2 top, but Roche is up.
Yeah, they're pretty eager to play Roche.
Boat is available. You have to move fast. The problem is you're going to run straight through ward vision. This may be a little bit too quick for the side of all but gold to respond. Maybe if they get stomped, though.
It's going to be
close. They can get the stomp. Close them down. Kunkka needs to hurry the hell up and get over here right now. There it is. Torrent going to come in. Hex is out. Doom using the Razor. There's the long-range Shackles interrupting the feed grid. The boat going through. BKB's activated. Pikachu looking to move forward. Palanabus, he's getting low. The Aegis might pop pretty fast, but Razor stands his ground. Does get him. Sandslips does get dropped, and Razor still alive. Looks like he's finally going to go down. He does have the buyback available. Throw it out straight away. They might chase. Illidan knows he wants to. Can they find anyone? Felior has got the Spirit in 2 seconds and has the Stomp available. They're a little bit too slow. If they don't find anything from this is a huge investment from the Razor. V-Car activated. Velion moving forward. Cheshire Cat is quite speedy, though. Maybe they can get him. Stomp's going to be there. They know the Aegis is expended. They know the Silence Eclipse is expended. They want to. Static Link's going to be there. They pop it. BKB comes out, but no, he's disarmed. Chasing in. Illidan has 175 damage. But they can only get a tier 2 out of this. Although the good news is you'll have BKB again before they have the full combo. Doom on cooldown for 90 seconds. And Sanity's has another 110 seconds before it's ready. Okay. Vanscore saying there must be some technical reason for what happened here. I don't think my Illidan is functioning correctly.
Oh, God.
I mean,
are they legit going to win this game?
What can you do right now? Like, because you look at this, yeah? You've got buybacks available into your big calls. Luna does not have it. If Luna goes down, she bought out because she got that Aegis. She felt confident. So if Palantimos dies, yes, I think all but gold can take this. Only condition of Maz.
That's actually crazy to me.
And keep in mind, that was very suboptimal. Like, he got disarmed before he BKB'd, right? If he didn't get disarmed there, you probably would have been saying bye-bye to the Doom. Which sounds insane for a hero with 3,000 HP, but still. He melts pretty quick with the Eye of Storm going.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, armor's the thing.
Especially once you reach negative. Nice doodling. Darkseer, that was the problem. He needed to check if his doodling ability still worked. They're going to back away, though. This is the thing. It's like, it's both ways risk, right? Like, they don't know the Luna doesn't have buyback. They assume it based on our items they find. At the same time, your Razor did just buyback. So if he dies, you're in trouble. And he gets to level 25.
I still feel like Illidan just needs to go absolute god mode here, or eventually you just get out carried by Luna.
Feels like this Lincoln's... You talked about it. I mean, it has backfired because they've built so many activatables they can use.
Right.
You know, if you're talking about a scenario where they didn't, for example, have a disarm on the Doom, they didn't have a Shaman in the lineup, they didn't have 4 staffs that they could pop. Yeah, sure. I can see the Lincolns. But it just doesn't work. I'd rather see, you know, someone else in a team pick up a Lincolns and use it on you than this.
I mean, look, it looks The Lincoln's looks really sexy if you win a huge fight off the back of it, and it's just springboards you to your next item.
Yeah, but that hasn't happened at all. Instead,
exactly
further away and buybacking.
Right. Right.
But you can see
that's again the problem that I've had the whole time is like Illidan dies once and it sets him back so much.
I also don't like the way they're kind of playing around. Like, you see how far forward they are? This aggression can be fine, but G is always so far away in these instances. It's actually what has caused them to lose 2 big fights in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and Velador needs to... I mean, they're 4 kind of in an awkward position on the map. Velador felt like he had to go back and address this bottom lane pressure.
Not to mention the top pressure. Look at the move. Smoked up. Pavaga are taking the high ground. They want to expose the base. They do have a Luna. We haven't seen her on the high ground yet, but we do know from experience, when a Luna touches your buildings, there's a rippling effect.
I mean, they have to respond so quickly now.
Yeah, they were getting the bot wave pushed in, but it's too late. Like, Illidan probably shoves his final lane and then moves back. Glyph has been used. Actually, no, he doesn't have a TP. He did not anticipate this.
What?
Oh, he's coming back now, but it's going to be a little bit late. Your tier 3 is going to go down. Trying to get rid of everything, but they're not quick enough. Astral does come out. Someone's standing a little far forward. G, going to back away.
Barracks are important.
Buildings, buildings, please. Wall does go down. Doesn't clip on anyone, though. A little bit misplaced. Need to get rid of these wards.
Your barracks are dying. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
You keep your melee racks alive. Now, folks, prioritize pushing out top lane. That would be my advice to you right now.
What the hell? It's very puzzling. Old Gold just looked like they didn't have much of a sense of urgency there. And that's one of the powers of Luna at this point in the game, is that when that Luna push comes in, you have to anticipate it and respond immediately, or that happens.
Yeah. I mean, this is possibly the most powerful high ground pusher in the game.
I mean, it was just... There was nothing there, right? Pavaga were...
They were creeps.
Really never at risk.
Yeah, that's the thing. Old Gold was waiting on creeps, and they knew it on the side of Pavaga because they kept pulling the wave across and making it obvious.
Exactly.
You know, it's cute for you to say we have the high ground, come fight us. Doesn't really work when there's somewhere else that your opponents could be and get value out of.
Exactly.
Pavaga's going for the refresher. Illidan's going for refresher. This is...
Ooh.
Okay.
The electric boogaloo. Okay.
Interesting to see that without the Ags. But understandable why.
Yeah, but exactly. That's sort of the playmaking item, I suppose, in his mind anyway.
I think the problem is you're just making an even easier choice for the Doom to target you than before. Especially considering Kunkka's going towards these big crits. Maybe that's the secret play, though.
If you had another Lincolns on the team, I could see it a little bit better.
Maybe that's the top secret play, though, right? You buy another 10 minutes, you get 25... No, not that. The 25 on G, because, like, I was talking about this item, right? Like, he's going crit. So you get a Tidebringer cleave, maybe that's your turnaround. You're saying, okay, Illidan can only carry us so much further. We need G to step up.
Oof.
That's a big ask, though. Like, you look at it.
That is really tough in this game.
Especially with the way that Tidebringer works now. Luna won't feel it too hard. Illidan chasing in. X can draw him back, though. They pop the Lincolns. They drag him away, but no. They jump in. They see him. Doom comes out. Razor chases it away. Now there's the boat. Drags one back, but no, they don't connect with the vacuum. Belial stands his ground. Plantimos chasing on through on the Vanscore. He's taking a lot of damage, though. The Earth Splitter also in the map, but cuts the trees and reveals Vanscore. Nightmare on himself to protect himself, and meanwhile, behind them, the time being brought as Darkseer finally goes down. Illidan arrives back in the fight. J4 will fall. BKB activated. Illidan chasing in. Static links there. BKB disarm onto the OD, though. They're going to leave someone else behind as they lose another. Vanscore finally falls. Palantimos is looking to re-link up with his team, and Illidan chasing forward, but not very fast. And they get everyone out. In the meantime, Belial finally falls to the Shaman. Shaman, he might try and re-engage. Illidan, he's too far forward here. They got the shackles.
Oh, no.
Can they get close enough?
Oh, no.
He needs to actually instantly kill the Shaman. Go for the TP away just in time.
Oh, it was the wall from the passive.
Oh. Illidan's little heart is going 100 miles an hour right now.
His passive doesn't slow anymore. What? something slowed the Shaman there. All right, maybe I'm just on a crack.
The plasma field does.
Oh, that's right.
They changed it around. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Which is what, like, it was a smart change because it makes him so filthy for chase now, right? Because you just run someone down, you clip them a max range, suddenly they can't move away.
I completely was spaced on that change. It was important in that because the slow got there just in time to buy him the channel time for the TP.
Oh yeah, and you can see Shaman was hunting that whole time. That was a messy fight. Pavaga, you feel like they should have got more out of that than they did. They did get a lot, but they still were not able to convert it into any objectives.
Yeah, and Illidan bought out for this next item.
I mean, he'd have buyback. This is the thing. So this payoff for this has to be huge. And they're praying for a quick roach. The problem is it has 2 minutes until it's up. A long time waiting.
Yeah, I think they got get a lot out of this refresher reveal.
They need to get a lot out of this refresher reveal. They're trying to linger, not reveal. Shaman will blink away. They can't pursue. They know that there's vision for the side of Pavaga in their jungle. And they assume they have the high ground. And they'd be right to assume so. Actually, Pavaga are making a move towards their base right now.
And this is going to fall so fast.
Yep, AC on Plantos makes him even more tanky as well. Wards go down. Illidan trying to zone them out. They do pop the Linkers, but they need to deal with Luna right now. Can they actually go for this? They should have the Feast Reveal, but they don't use it. Double Iron Storm chasing through. Glimmer Cape to hide him, but Planamos being chased on still. He can't move quick enough. The Clip's going to come out. Tries to zone them out and will do so. J4 goes down so fast. 2 hits, in fact. Hex used. Razor still chasing for once someone BZZ just zooms straight in there. Pikachu going to stand his ground. Astral comes out in the meantime. Cheshire Cat does go down to G. They need to get everyone out. Pavaga in full retreat for Pikachu. He can't move quick enough. The Hex is going to come out. No, he doesn't even bother. The Sandy's Clips gets thrown out as he says, screw it. I know I'm dead, but please just die alongside me. And he refuses. Illidan is doing it.
Oh my god. And there's his level 25. He's presumably going to have that. What? I guess you
attack speed.
100 attack speed. Yeah, for sure.
Machine gun mode activate. They're balling towards the base as well. 2 lanes pushed in already.
Oh, you got to do this. Absolutely.
Buybacks, are they available? Doom has one. So does the OD.
Oh, gee.
Plus the Shaman. The problem is, they know about the OD.
He's got his data lists up. They've got... All right, this is...
But also the OD, because he threw out that size Eclipse, they know everything. Both Eclipses down for the side of Pavaga. And the sun is rising, and it's shining gloriously on the side of Gold. All but Golden not out yet. Kunkka tanks the Hex. There's the AoE Surge. They don't care, though. They just want buildings. They're going to back away because Roche is up. Pavaga, they should know it too. The Surge will waste no time as they head top to get rid of that second shrine and make sure that Pavaga feels very small on a very large map.
Unbelievable. And that also makes it so that Illidan's 3,500 toward his next item.
He is feeling filthy rich. Worst case scenario, he has buyback. Best case scenario, he has another big item. Do they want to go in the pit? It's the real question. I mean, if you want to go, now's the time. You know Science Eclipse is on cooldown. You know Eclipse is on cooldown, but it has to be right now. They'll realize it's up. It's too late. They need to get on the high ground right now. Pavaga are coming. They're smoked. They're going to meet. Vanscore's going to break it, in fact. He needs to escape himself.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh,
Hex
boy.
coming out. 4-star 4. Pikachu gets aggressive. They only see the Bane, though. They've only got eyes for him. Hex comes out on Avelio as well. He's got the BKB. We'll use it to try and run away. We'll go for the TB out. They have no way of stopping him. All the damage, no!
No.
Planamos with a DD.
Yes, they do.
Luna hits too hard, but they need to go back to the base. Is it going to be quick enough? The DD's going to run out soon. If they want to interrupt, it has to be now. They have no shrine, though, is the problem. Luna's going to be fast. They have to know this is not quick enough. They're going to back away. Smoke up. Just outside of ward vision. It's going to fall.
Oh, it's just too fast.
No, they were hesitant. A little bit too late. The Surge, they're going to go in. They say, screw it. BKB, G, vacuum 1 and 2 is good. Illidan chases away Cheshire Cat as well. Now the Beast grip out. It's huge!
Oh my god!
They're going to find the Shaman of the OD and Planamos.
You gotta be kidding me!
He's just going to BKB TP away. You've got a second life. but you're missing heroes, and Cheshire Cat still being chased down. Illidan!
Are you serious, Illidan? Okay, okay.
Kiss Chase is played, and Doom buys back, but now there's a big freaking arc because there's a refresher available, and they're ready to push.
There's no roster for 90 seconds.
Preemptive surge. As you said, Rasta, no way back into this, and they know it. He committed the buyback last time around. They're going to be very careful about how they push into this, but they are not the ones scared. Pavaga.
He forces Luna still has Aegis.
She does. But Illidan has that refresher. He's waiting for the BKB. They know they've got time to do this. Easy.
Creeps, though.
Yeah, and meanwhile, top lane is pushing in towards their melee preps.
Yeah, I think they're going to run out of time here.
Being script for 50 seconds. They can't wait around for that. They want to go. It has to be now. This is the best opportunity you could get if this is when you want to go. You do have a buyback on Illidan as well. He moves in.
One step. One blow, and the refresher is still
BKB.
up. BKB.
There it is. That's one use. He's got the refresher for the second one. Static link out. No, he sees the OD. Pikachu in for a retreat. Illidan moves in, takes decent damage. Going to back away now because the back line's been interrupted. Cheshire Cat catches on with the Doom, but it's not the right one. G standing his ground. The boat does come out. The Hex is going to be there. And Velio maybe left behind. The BKB activates so he can run off. G still being chased onto here. He needs to try and find an escape, but he can't in the meantime. Velio does go down. So does the BZZ as well. Pikachu still hunting on the Illidan here.
Yeah, OD8 refresher. He has another sanity.
He has a Hex. That's the other big deal, but he can't connect with it. They get kills, but they don't get the big ones they were looking for. And meanwhile, in the top lane, G, he might be going down. He almost toggles the right time, but too little too late.
Oh, man. I thought Olbico might be able to do it off that, but...
You can see how desperate they were.
Pretty bleak now. Yeah, exactly. They understood that that was their window.
More pause. Illidan did get out, though. He does have buyback. The Kunkka has buyback. The Darkseer also. The ET is the only one without it, and they know about that.
And all of a sudden, look at what Palantimos just bought.
Oh, he is in on the damage. He's got second life. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he's tired of this business.
Rapier Luna time. Says, can you get through all my damage with your static link in time? Nice nightmare from Vanskool. Buys a little bit of time. Fiend's grip out though. No. Gets interrupted. BKB activated. Moving in. Illidan. Getting static link on, but needs to be careful. The damage is quite large. There's going to be a boat coming in right now. And Cheshire Cat stands his ground. Bane locked in place for so long. The Eclipse is going to be there. Now they're trying to back up. They bait it out. His arm's going to come out onto G, but Cheshire Cat getting low. Needs to be careful. Hex is there on the Razor. Now they're going to get the shackles as well, but they can't connect. He's too deep. They need to get off the high ground. They haven't done any damage really yet. Illidan moves in to clear out the tombstone. They pop his Lincolns. He needs to be careful. Actually keep the tombstone alive, but it's going to run out now anyway. They have been repelled, and Elder Titan is up in 10 seconds. I don't think they can commit. X-Torrent does come out on the Shaman, but not a tempting kill for them to come out for.
Yeah, and Luna's still got Aegis here. This is...
You
I don't know that they do
time.
have to back off.
I mean, they are just being kited perfectly, though. G has the boat again. It's going to come in. There's going to be a stomp as well. Astral protects, but does stun up Pikachu. I mean, boat isn't a big cooldown, but I'm not sure that's the way you use it here. G, even picking up a clarity to speed up the rate at which he gets back out, because Luna's coming back in. Plantamos isn't done yet. X going to be there on the Illidan. No, they get the shackles. They drop down. Silence don't get him.
Perfect.
He gets the buyback. He needs to commit it right now. It's going to come out, but the Hex is there on the G as well. They look to pursue, but BKB activated. G will look to clear up the wards. They do lose a lane. They're holding, but they need to heal. Velio down to half HP. Still has the Earth Splitter to work with and the BKB. And Cheshire Cat, he wants to doom him.
The Luna's damage is just too high. They can go in and reset and still be doing huge structure damage.
They have to back away. Aegis is running out in half a minute. So, for all that effort, all but gold, they do keep an entire lane up in the mid. We still have their melee racks top. It's not looking good, but it could look like much worse, actually. Especially with Illidan finding a DD. Whether he'll be able to use it or not is a whole other matter.
Yeah, and Refresher's going to be back up. I mean, he has to know that he's just eventually going to lose this war of attrition.
You're running out of buildings to throw at him. They don't... They have a smoke? No, they don't have any smokes. Unless... There it is. Yeah, he finally brings one out. This is the move to make. But they need to move away from where they think Vision is.
Right, and both teams, I think, considering it.
Seems much easier for Pavaga to commit to this, but they have to be careful themselves because despite how amazing it looks, the state of the game for them, the only person with buyback on their team is a Luna. And this is not a boosted travel Luna. This isn't, I died, I can come back and pick up my Rapier Luna. It needs to be.
Yeah. You really... So, G is actually very, very close to 25.
They need to delay. Instead, they're going out looking for something. Velio's scouting on the high ground.
They just need that big crit. That big crit could change the fight in such a huge way.
So close for G. And he's playing aggressive to find that XP as well. That's the other thing. You saw them move like that. They're trying to secure the jungle just for a minute, maybe. They might know about G as well. They have to anticipate someone is out here. There it is, level 25. And he will buy that second dayless.
Absolutely. That's your path forward. I mean, you're up against it right now. But all of a sudden with that level 25 talent and the double dayless, RNG is your friend, man.
Things could get spooky here. Things are most definitely getting intense. Roche maybe up in a minute and a half.
Silver Edge, too, by Razor. I like this pickup. This is... They understand that they just need a pick-off here. They need to force a play.
It's not just that. I mean, in fairness, the Luna Blessing is doing a lot of work. Like, that Doom is part of the reason he feels so tanky and unkillable is when he's near the Luna.
There's, 24 strength, absolutely. And 24 in on the OD. That's
a nice Santa's Eclipse right there. And now there's going to be a smoke movement. They're surging forward. Illidan leading the way. Careful about the way he approaches the high ground. He sees the DD as well. Does he want to pick it up? They'll give it to G. They say, wait, you've got the Tidebringer talent. You go. Illidan moves in. BKB's activated. They're ready to fight. Pikachu has to go for this, but no. Tries to get out. The boat's going to come out. Van's got the beast. He's going to get it. No, he's down. The dude comes out. The OG. He's running away. Even if he does, it doesn't matter. Cheshire Cat gets turned around on. He has no way out of this.
Oh my God.
They commit the buybacks, but it may be too late. They try to go for Illidan, but they can't. The stomp comes out. It does connect on the Shaman. He slept up for the time being. Illidan refusing to back away. The Shackle's long range, but what can you do? All the gems on the ground. Palandamon's arriving. No! Where's the backup? They need to help him. The Hex comes out, but he gets the Silver Edge off. They pick up the gem too late. They're moving forward. They're chasing forward. The Shackles are going to come out, but no! G, he couldn't commit to the fight.
No buyback.
But on the other side, guess who has a Rapier?
Holy crap. G is just balling out of control right now.
He has to. And I don't know how you get in their base now.
Well, I don't know, man. This is still a tough hold.
But still, it's two heroes, and by the time his team is up, most of your team is up, and you're talking about a Rapier double dataless Kunkka with the new Tidebringer Cleave talent. Let's have a little preview of what happens there. Oh, just a 2k crit.
Wow.
Nothing too big.
And look at what he's
like, I don't want to leave this to chance, folks. I want to make sure when I slap them in the face, it's going to be the big red scary numbers.
Oh my lord. I love Dota.
I mean, he sold his armlet just to get that Blink Dagger as well. He knows what the game is now. This is a classic big crit Kunkka in the late game scenario. Don't show for long. Just hit someone. He'll probably go for Boots of Travel next anyway. Roche is up, by the way. Luna's got... Oh, no, not this again. Plantamos with another DD around Roche time. And look at what he's queued up. The game hasn't changed for him.
Unbelievable. Ice Spark, please.
The Hex. The War's commit to make sure this is fast before they could even get all their heroes up on the side of all but gold. Another refresher shard.
Sure, you need to spend roster words there, actually. No, DD Luna.
I mean, screw up. Better safe than sorry, right? It's not the biggest cooldown. 84 seconds. He's got his cooldown reduction. Has he? No. Wait, is the cooldown now 84? Oh, no. So I was about to say, it's Arcane. I was like, there's no way 84 seconds is a natural cooldown.
No, that's with CDR, for sure.
Yeah. In my mind, for some reason, I didn't clock out. It's like, Ice Rock's made some really weird cooldown reduction changes.
Well, okay. That's
a whole different discussion. Valid, but not on this point. J4, I like this blade mail pickup. He's like, okay, I'm just dying straight away, guys. I'm just going to give over any little contribution I can.
Oh, no, it's because... Are you kidding? No, it's because Kunkka could kill himself.
Yeah, it's true. Wow, you're 3.2k HP. You can't quite kill you. You'll almost kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to take... Anyway.
However, if someone else gets blade mail...
Seriously take himself out of the fight. Yeah, exactly.
The classic strat that used to be used against Keeper of the Lights. Team blade mail.
Oh, I still remember that as the Tinker strat.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody buy blade mail, stand in March. Lol.
Nothing beats the Centaur counter to Bloodseeker. I'm ruptured. Let me just blade mail and run fast.
That is pretty. You know, double heart blade mail Centaur.
The good classes. I mean, well, the new Bloodseeker would be more effective in that scenario because Rupture's based on max HP now. You can't die from it either, so now you don't have to even give your own life up. I know what I need to do when I see Centaurs. When I see Bloodseekers, rather.
Alright, smoke play coming out from Pavaga. Illidan does ping to the right side of the mid lane. He thinks they're there. Are they going to sniff out the movement down bottom? Vanscore pretty well positioned in the trees.
Illidan is he's just dangling himself forward here. They have got that rapier on Plantimos, remember?
Wow.
Oh, there is Stanley goes in. BKB has been activated. It's going to refresh. Now the vacuum is big. The Fiend Script's going to come out as well. Luna locked in place. He can't do anything with the bow. Coming through. The Astral protects today. But Undying is already down. Cheshire Cat has to back away. He doesn't want to use the Doom. Palandamos will finally fall once. Can they get him twice? He needs to get the hell out of dodge. The Torrent, though, he hasn't used the BKB yet. Getting on HP. Movement forward. BKB comes out, but OD trying to run away. He needs to be very, very scared right now. They get Luna out. That's all that matters. But your attempt at the base hasn't worked. You did at least get the tower. But that's double wards committed nowhere near an objective.
Ouch.
You see this zone right here? This was the Luna. Yeah, you can see the emphasis from both teams on the importance of that hero specifically.
Oh yes.
Whew.
And now you're running around with that rapier without an Aegis.
And no buyback. You're not feeling comfortable about this anymore, Nahaz.
That's okay. Throw some pigs out. You'll feel better.
I mean, if they got any left. I tell you, Pikachu's got one. He's got one pig left. The rest, and Luna's got 5. There you go.
That's a hero pig. Darkseer refresher. This is gonna be, man. This is gonna be a sick fight.
This is gonna be spooky. We've said about this Luna and what she does if they get an illusion of her. We've seen games before. I remember the Liquid one back last year where the Morphling illusions decided everything. Courtesy of Kezu's plays. This could be a similar scenario. And the pressure is actually now on Pavaga to make a play because they know their opponents have buybacks. So they have to try and play around, look for a pickoff, and then back away. Meanwhile, look at this. All but Gold can afford to make this play now. It's not a risk to them. Worst case scenario, you buy back and you hold like last time. Look at Kunkka. G's queuing up the next rapier. J4. This is all too familiar.
Very sad.
Nightmare comes out. Moving forward, Illidan goes in. BKB activated. Pop the Linkers. He goes pretty deep. Needs to be careful. Doesn't have a static link to work with. Doesn't have the refresher either. Cheshire Cat goes in. The Doom comes out. On the BZZ. The boat is coming through. Maybe a little bit too late. Static Clips goes down. No. Doom. Is he doing enough here? The Disarm Razor is going to fall down here. G stands his ground. Astral onto him. Vanscore needs to back away. The buyback is going to come out, but maybe too late to protect G. The big crits go out, but it doesn't matter. The rapier gets dropped, and that's a rapier for an Outworld Devourer. Belial will be able to blink away as the Stomp does stop Cheshire Cat from chasing. But my, oh my, was that a lot of money spent.
That's too much Luna.
I mean...
the Darkseer combo just really never did anything.
The real mess there was, you saw them in by Illidan, right? The static link. He popped the link and nothing else. He had no damage to commit to that fight whatsoever.
Yeah. What, he popped the Luna Lincoln?
The OD. He popped OD's Lincolns, and that was it.
Okay. He wasn't ready for that.
Then he got disarmed. Not that it would have mattered. Like, this was the problem. They jumped a little bit too soon before they have Refresher available again. You do at least get all their big spells on cooldown, but the problem is you just fed back that rapier, and this time it's sitting on Pikachu.
Yeah, and you just don't. Now, without the rapier on Kunkka, I just don't think you have the damage. He has another one queued up. He's going to try and reset it for one last gas, but...
Can we discuss...
Now, all of a sudden, you got the 2 big damage sources.
Can we discuss the real big damage source as Palantimos finds another DD? This is one way to make yourself unapproachable as a Luna. Just constantly find DDs.
Lull. 800 damage Luna coming through.
2-2. Alright, the thing we look at this point is who doesn't have 25. There's still a few left. Velio needs to get it, so does Vanscore, and so does J4. No surprise about J4, considering his role in these team fights. Can Velio do enough? I mean, that off-splitter cooldown could do a lot of work.
It's going to be interesting. I wonder what our boy Velio will go at 25, because the 600 Echo Stomp wake damage is actually pretty insane. You can use that to isolate a target in these fights. I mean, you could sleep somebody, Laguna them, and they don't wake up.
This is true. Same time, the off-splitter cooldown, when you play around the Kunkka as well, if you do lose a fight, it buys you so much time.
I have to believe that that's it, right? Because you're going to try and take advantage of the your ability to fight much more frequently than they can.
I'm surprised he's looking at the AC instead of an Axe in this type of game. Like, it feels very situationally good, but against the Luna in this scenario, and even the OD, if you can get that disarm onto even one of them.
Yeah, especially now that the rapiers are on the board.
Which one?
Oh, but that... Wait a minute, though. The ET or splitter disarm is BKB-able, though, right? It's not like Halberd.
I'm not sure. We don't see it very often, because it pierces... Like, no splitter pierces BKB, right? So...
But I think that... I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure. That's right.
Well, it says it's dispellable, yes. That's the thing.
So if it's... Okay, if it's
but
dispellable...
if you get it on you after you BKB, do you get disarmed? That's the real question.
I don't know.
I wish we'd find out, but Velio's going to make sure we don't. Illidan. Things come out. They know where he is. J4 says, kill me. Kill me now. BZZ, they actually just doomed him up. And the surge just ran out.
I don't think they can protect him.
X coming out. They don't want to protect him. They need to move away. The boat is being
100
used.
seconds without Darkseer. That's rough. That's seriously rough.
His AoE surges have done a lot of work. They do not know that he has no buyback, though. That's the good news. And the other good news, actually, for Old But Gold right now is it's 2 minutes until Roche is up. Wait, should I just keep stacking the good news? And the other good news is Luna's running out of slots to fill.
Wow.
As is the OD.
Yeah, but the bad news is I think the game's going to end right.
They might. Wow, apparently TeamSpeak issues again. I mean, you know, just don't use TeamSpeak. Good old Skype. Look at a valued pickup. What can they get right now? Old But Gold. Feeling like they got much of that, exactly. Next big thing is the AC, but that's so far away.
Yeah. I mean, both teams a little bit tentative at this point, but...
Yeah.
This just feels like a super hard fight. I mean, and with all this talk of rapiers and such, you know, let's just recognize that, okay, yes, the rapiers do swing it, but that 31k net worth advantage on the side of Pavaga is not all rapiers.
It's substantial no matter how you look at it.
Right.
And that win probability still only gives them an 81% chance to win. Feel like it's just regularly Dota Plus being tripped up and going, wait a minute. Maybe.
Well, to be fair, there's just not that much... there's not that much support for it this far out. Like 60-plus minute games are just not...
Yes.
Are not that frequent. So you expect the win probability estimates to be quite high variance at this point.
Pushing in.
Yeah, and they're gonna. This is gonna be interesting. So Cheshire Cat is gonna have a refresh orb himself. So if Old But Gold get a little baited here, assuming that the Doom is down.
It's true. He won't be able to have the disarm though. That is the catch here. Unless he can figure out something he wants to switch out. Which is hard to decide. What would you switch out in this scenario?
Yeah, Vlad's is still value.
Oh, yeah. Especially with your Luna hitting so hard, she gets the returns. And this is actually, that sort of thing has saved her going for a Satanic.
That's a good
With
point.
another DD, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
I mean, you know how much I like DD runes.
Especially when the same hero is finding them all game long.
Yeah, and it happens to be an Agicore, and she happens to be doing Roche with them. It's just great. Balancing all things.
I was the hero we said we'd like to have seen, but we didn't get to. Emberina. Maybe if this goes to game 3. But all but gold.
There we go. There we go. Come on, G.
There we go. He picks it up. He sneaks it back to him. He has got a rapier again. He took it the long way around, by the way. He'll be back with them soon. Not in time for Roche, though.
Because if that courier dies, you...
You basically just break your keyboard in two.
You're upset.
That's one way to look at it. And look at this. Pavaga have been waiting for the Roche the whole time. They should know it's available. All but gold, probably hesitant to try and even compete. They'll stay on their base. Still waiting for that rapier to arrive.
Yeah, man. So you got to chew through an Aegis on this Luna with rapiers on both Luna and OD. Boy, that is grim. OD is sitting on, just casually sitting on 6k gold. I mean, at least buy a Hurricane Pike, dude.
Yeah, I've noticed that for a while. Just refuses to commit to finishing off. Maybe he's got a bet going with one of his teammates. There we go. Roche claimed. Aegis on Plantamos. She's on OD. And is that going to be another Doom? No, it's going to be double wards with Shaman.
Yeah, I think that's... You know, Shaman should be doing right now what he didn't do the last time with double wards, and that's dropping them near an objective.
Oh, they're going to find him. They had a ward down. Cool. I mean, I appreciate the move from All But Gold. They had to do something. If they get to the base and the wards come down, you're in trouble. BKB from Illidan. A little bit too early. That's the back up here. They're going to look to pursue, but the surge comes out, and now Plantibus in the base, and he's pinging.
Oh, yeah.
These Frisbees, they are hurting. Double wall goes down. X comes out. Darkseid, he didn't get the vacuum in time. Now they're going to move in. The Doom Brief thrown out of him. The BKB's activated, and Illidan moving in, going to chase for a Cheshire Cat with a second Doom to work with. The Fiend Script comes out. Nicely done by Vanscore. He may have saved the day. G going to crit for him. Does a lot of damage. The buybacks are being committed, and Plantibus being chased out of the base on the other side. Now, Cheshire Cat needs to make an escape. They commit the wards for the throne. They need to turn around very quickly after dealing with Phalantomos standing up against this. Too much damage. No! They're going to get fruit raised and they get fruit bait as well. They have done it. They go for the throne, and it took 67 minutes. But Pavaga have finally broken these old men's backs.
Man, oh man. What an effort by both teams. All right. Game 3. Let's go.
Wow.
I'm very impressed that Old But Gold made it that close, because I thought Luna was going to out carry in this game a lot faster than 67 minutes in, but the item builds on the Radiant Heroes just made it very difficult to end the game.
I mean, I think the thing that we come back to is the loss of control moment, right? Like, Pavaga gave control over, and Old But Gold, it looked pure gold, in fact, until they fought around where the shrine bot used to be. And that move, that one mistake by Illidan cost them that fight. I'm not criticizing Illidan by any length. I'm just saying that was the difference. That one small mistake caused this huge ripple effect that just put Pavaga in the driving seat again.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say, right? Because I don't remember the was Luna's buyback for sure on cooldown in that fight?
Can't remember if the cooldown was definitely there, but that's where they fed over the rapiers. Yeah, that was the big deal.
It's still not. Yeah, I mean, obviously the big significant effect there is G losing the rapier, but I'm still not convinced that they could have necessarily ended the game without a fairly clean win in that fight, which is tough.
Well, that does mean we're going to go to a game 3 though, so we're going to take a short break, and then we should reconvene with the decider between All But Gold and Pavaga. And I mean,
look at that damage number for Illidan, though. 70k damage there, easily leading both sides.
G tried to catch up, couldn't quite.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Valio at 26k.
Right. Yeah, how many crits do you need to catch up? Not too many. Gosh.
I don't know if you have that many Daedalus, didn't manage to get to that point. But short break, guys. Then we're back. Stay tuned.